just an honest comparison.
Okay.
Here. How much of a downgrade is Matt Peart compared to Ben Powers?
Well, he's athletic, that's for sure. He is strong when he gets his hands on you, but he's not the road grader that you see with Ben Powers. So, yeah, it's a downgrade, and, yeah, it could impact their rushing attack. If, in fact, Mike was guessing, full disclosure,
Yeah.
so he doesn't get in trouble. He was guessing that it's going to be Matt Peart, and I guess some reporter already spilled the beans, so, we'll be very sensitive about how we talk about it. But, yeah, Matt Peart out there.
I'm going to go to the guy's Twitter that we think it is.
He's more athletic. He is strong, but he's not as powerful as one Ben Powers is. So, I believe that. And your success rate is actually to Miner's side. The most successful runs for the Denver Broncos, and maybe I could share that tweet that somebody put out there, but the advanced data shows your most successful runs are to Quinn Miner's side, not to Ben Powers' side. You have success there, but it's number one to Ben Powers' side, number two outside of Garrett Bowles. And guess who's that? That's probably R.J. Harvey.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe a little less of the trench work, meaning maybe some fewer inside carries, and maybe there's a lot of outside movement, or you're trying to, again, set up the wide zone concepts, because they run all concepts. If you break down their concepts of wide zone and inside zone and gap, and they run them all. They do at varying levels in terms of percentages. Most popular is the wide zone they've implemented this year more than last year when they used wide zone. So maybe that's some way you can get JK going, is just let him make the choice at the entry point of bend, bang, or bounce, and then JK's natural instincts can take over.
See, this is what is obviously a concern about losing Ben Powers, because it's not, you do have a favorable schedule in front of you, but the Jets are bad, the Giants are bad, the Cowboys are okay in the trenches there. The Texans are pretty solid in the trenches. Vegas, not great, but you do have guys like Max Crosby, Kansas City, and then you're talking about, all right, we're close to getting Ben Powers back at that point. But this isn't just hey, what are we going to do against a bad Jets team? You you have to reestablish who you are running the football at that particular position.
Right.
And Matt Peart, he's big. By the way, I'm looking at Chris Tomlinson's Twitter. He just writes, will this man, he's got a picture of Peart, will this man, Kingston, Jamaica native, Matt Peart, start at left guard for the Broncos on Sunday? So he's kind of floating it out there.
Okay.
But Matt Peart is that big body. It's not like Ben Powers was tiny. He'd run through me for sure. Who's more athletic? Who can, if they are asked to swing, if you are asked to get to that second level to help J.K. Dobbins with an explosive
Powers had been
play.
doing that, by the way.
And he'd been good at it.
Yes.
I've seen Matt Peart move. It's not like he's a stonewall offensive lineman.
Right, he's a tackle.
But can he move the way that Ben can move?
Well, it's yes, and I think he can move better than Ben can move. Here's the problem, though. Can he attach? Because once you're on that move, and we've seen it before, usually making fun of in highlights of a guy gets out there in space, and then it's like, who do I block? Who do I block? Who do I block? And that causes confusion. Usually doesn't lead to a big play because a guy can pull. Matt Peart can pull. There's no problem there. But can he attach? Can he be what scouts call a sticky blocker? All right, we're fixing to find out. We haven't really seen him do that. He's a tackle. So tackles don't do that thing where they're just in space, and now I got to find that linebacker, and I've got to get on him and make sure I get in his way, because once Matt Peart, just like Ben Powers, gets his big paws on somebody, they're not going anywhere. So I know Peart can move, and I would guess, pretty strongly, well-educated guess, that he's more athletic than Ben Powers, but can he stick? Can he attach the way that Powers can? Powers is really good at that. Again, maybe not more athletic, but Powers will get out there, and he'll get on you, and you're not getting away from that guy.
Yeah.
So can we see the same thing? Do they call less of those plays? Do they just decide, okay, we're going to take what we can get this week? Pass pro, Peart should be better than Powers, so perhaps that's an upgrade. But it is a clear downgrade, in my opinion, in the run game, even if you are moving your guard and pulling your guard.
Yeah. Look, there's continuity. That's been the best part about this offensive line. It's been 2 years.
For a couple years.
Of the same guy. You know who the 5 dudes are rolling out every single week. That's continuity between the line and the quarterback. That's continuity between the line and the running backs. That's continuity between the line and the tight ends, or Palcho when he comes in as that jumbo guy, as the a extra blocker there in the tight end spot. Continuity goes a long way in the NFL. It goes a long way in everything we do. And Cecil, I kind of know what our vibes are and what I can bounce off of you and we can have a conversation with, right? When you're out or I'm out, and new guy comes in here and sits, that continuity isn't the same. The chemistry's not the same, and it takes a little bit to get used to that other person, and it's the same case in the football world.
Yeah,
I mean, even more specifically because those 5 guys have to be in unison for 65 plays a game.
Right. Here's the problem. They don't have the time. I don't think they have the time for Matt Peart, if he is the starter at left guard, to kind of take his time to get things going. He needs to be as rock solid as he can be right from the first play, right from the jump. No weak spot, no holes up front, nothing where you're letting pass rushers through. Interior pressure makes every quarterback look mortal, and we want Bo Nix to step up more and to, kind of break away from the pocket less. Step up, climb the ladder, plant your feet, make those throws.
Yep.
If you can do that because Peart's not letting guys through, that's a bonus for the Denver Broncos.
I still look at, again, I'm not really worried about left guard for the next few weeks. I think you go to Houston on November 2nd, and I know C.J. Stroud hasn't been good. That defense is really good. That's going to be a problem. Las Vegas, I'm not really worried about the Raiders. I do think they're in a position here, Cease, if, again, perfect world, nobody gets hurt. Ben Powers got hurt. You're looking at a ramp-up of about 2 or 3 weeks, definitely 2 with the New York teams. We'll see what the Cowboys look like when we get to October 26th, but you kind of have this ramp-up period where you go, hey, we're better than the opponents that we're about to face. Let's make sure we're getting Peart up to speed with what we want to do so that when the Chiefs come, when you go to Washington after your bye week, you're really firing on all cylinders. And then after that, you're getting ready for Ben to come back.
Is it a 1-week thing?
Oh, it's his job for a week, and if he stinks, it's a new guy?
I don't think we should be assuming anything other than that.
I mean, don't we want continuity, though? Just talked about how important it is.
Not if he sucks.
I mean, if he sucks, of course.
If he sucks, you get him out of out of there.
There's going to be some struggle. Let's all be ready for that. There will be some struggle.
How much are you forgiving then? I'm forgiving like a quarter, and I don't even like saying that, but I do agree with you. There will be some struggle, but dude, they don't have time. Jets going to beat you. If Matt Peart's out there being a slappy and he's letting guys through and Bo Nix getting pressure and Bo Nix has a fumble or a batted pass that's an interception because Peart can't block his guy, I get what you're saying. I generally agree with what you're saying. But at the same time, like, I'm sorry about your feelings, Matt Peart. You got to be rock solid. You got to be grade A from the jump because Powers was, and you are missing out on that continuity. Yeah. So I agree. How much forgiveness are we getting here? Because if he's bad for a quarter, I go into halftime, I'm thinking about changing.
In game.
Wow. No, I'm not messing around.
See, I mean, if he's terrible, yeah, we have that conversation. I don't know that in game, unless he's just getting destroyed play after play after play. And you guess who they're going to pick on? They're going to go right at number 79. I think it's a short leash. Making an adjustment in game just seems so desperate. It seems like, oh my God, we have no answer for this. We have to change the player out.
Right. Well, they have multiple answers. If in fact Matt Peart is the starter, then they believe at the time he's their best answer. But at the same time, I'm not going to say that Matt Peart starts at left guard in week 6, week 7, week 8. Like if he does in week 6, awesome. Yeah, then we're going to grade him and see if he can start in week 7. Okay. I would like the continuity. Sounds good, right?
Yeah.
Makes you sleep at night. It's like the guarantee on the box in Tommy Boy.
Exactly.
But at the end of the day, that's just some words on a box, man. We can say, Matt Peart starting, so much experience. If he's terrible, I don't want him in there. This season is too important. The Broncos' window of opportunity is right here. They can be 9-2 at the bye. Imagine that, dude. 9-2 at the bye. Then who's talking? Then who's thinking about the Denver Broncos making a deep postseason run? Then, 8-3, if you're pessimistic, it's right there. I don't want to let this Ben Powers injury, now all of a sudden when you're at the bye, oh God, math, the Broncos are like 6-5. You know what I mean? Oh, man, what had happened was they dropped that one against the Jets, and yeah, they had to figure out the left guard thing, but whatever, and then in comes Forsythe or whatever. You don't have time. Everything. I want the Broncos to have a sense of urgency because that's what this season's all about. The schedule is setting up that you can be undefeated all the way to the bye. And yes, that means Kansas City. I'm not afraid of Kansas City or the Pringles can that's in Travis Kelce's pants. Like, I'm not afraid of any of that, okay? You go out there, you get the job done, and you do that. And if you're not up to the standard, Ben Powers has established a standard, and he's gotten better this year. if Peart's not up to the standard, sorry. There's not enough time for this team to be able to do what they want to do if you've got one player, very important player, that's messing up front.
I'm looking this up real quick. Do you know off the top of your head, is this has been Powers' last year under contract?
No,
right?
he's got another year.
He's got one more.
I believe under contract, yes. Because I've looked at that before. It's like, oh, you're going to, you got to find another guard. Not really.
No, you're right. He's got he's actually got a couple more years, but one more because that last one got voided. So yeah, you're right. It's one more year. And this could be a silver lining, maybe that's blessing in disguise conversation.
Yeah.
Obviously, all things have to go right.
Well, and next year he's got $18 million as a cap hit. So it's like, okay, what are you going to do there? And his dead money next year's only 9.7. Only 9.7. He's been playing good football.
Yes.
So with that sort of number, and 9's a bit too high for me to be like, oh, you can get rid of it. Yeah, I mean, you could, but you're going to eat $9 million.
That's probably too big of a number.
Almost $10 million. This year his dead money was $15 million, so obviously not doing anything there. But next year his salary goes up by about $1 million to 18.4. And yeah, as long as he's healthy, he's been playing good football. Maybe not week one, but Ben Powers is kind of getting used to things out there. The standards is established. And once that standard is established, which is now, I don't want anything, that's a far cry from the standard set.
Well, see, that's what I was going to say. I didn't realize Matt Peart's actually only 28, and he just turned 28 this last summer. Now, he's not the long-term answer at left guard. That's not his natural position. But what if there is kind of a little blessing here in disguise that you go, man, we lost Ben Powers. He has been performing well, but now we've realized we have multiple versatile backup offensive linemen that you go, I'm not going to say the names because I don't want to put that out into the atmosphere, but dude got hurt.
Right.
Now we got two guys that can solve that problem.
Right.
Dude got hurt on the other side. Those same two guys can solve that problem over there. With the schedule, we might learn a lot about the depth of this offensive line and how much they actually have there.
Yeah.
And not just bank on continuity. It's the freaking NFL.
Right.
They've been blessed that they haven't been hurt in 2 years. You get hurt at 100% rate. It's just a matter of time.
Yeah, and Sean, stop tempting the football gods, please.
Yeah, please.
Okay, can you stop making fun of Lauren Landau, allegedly, or whatever I have to say? Can you please do that, Sean? Please?
People love Lauren around here. He's like Denver's little precious commodity.
Well, and I know Lauren a little bit. Like, he's always been good to me.
I don't know him at all.
I won't have a bad thing to say about him.
I know a lot of people he runs with, but I've never met him.
Yeah, well, and I just know, like, Sean Payton, that's not the level of class that you want from your head coach when you're taking shots at the former staff.
Yeah.
And by the way,
unless it's Nathaniel Hackett.
Of course.
Shot
yes,
away.
Yes, that's fine. But, like, we love Bo Lowry. We're the King Dingling show and the Bo show. So it's like, okay, things are going to happen in the NFL. You want to train and stretch and plyometrics or whatever Bo Lowry's doing differently that have really helped this team, but do not dare tempt the football gods with your mouth. Let's get this team healthy. And the nice thing is, silver lining this thing, it's week 6. It's week 6.
Yeah, exactly.
If this was week 16, we'd have problems, Mac, because you're heading into the postseason. And this Broncos team can head in the postseason, but damn it, do not let this opportunity slip away from you. In football and in life, when this is setting up, and it's setting up, baby, it's setting up for you and me. It's setting up for the Broncos.
Yeah,
when this thing sets up, you got to hit it. You got to get it. And I want the Broncos, I want them 9-2 at the bye. Not because I said they'd win 13 games and people call me crazy. I don't care about that. I'm still going to be crazy. I want them at 9-2 because they can be. And they should be. And when they're 9-2 and they're that force and they've built that confidence through their effort, through their action, that's when the rest of the league can be on notice. The Broncos are here. And they're not here to make a run. They're here to win the damn thing. Win it all. And if they're 9-2, you can say that.